Two. Hello, Heroclix land. This is Wespool on Talking Clix. I This is pre-show. I'm doing a little something a little different today. I feel a need as a content creator, as an American, and as a veteran to speak on what's going on in the world right now. I definitely want to point out that I am a human being, and Talking Clicks is not a company. I'm not a part of Wizkids. So when I make posts about, hey, I love my wife and I love my kids, that's not. I'm not speaking for Scott. I'm not speaking for Antonio. I'm not speaking for any guest or anybody who's been on the show. I'm speaking for myself. And sometimes I feel a need to speak about current events, and I get a lot of backlash for it because Talking Clicks is a brand, and I need to protect my brand. Well, I I can't separate myself from the brand. I'm a human being. I'm going to say what I feel like I need to say sometimes, and it may not be popular, but it is what it is. So I do have a dedicated Talking Clicks Facebook channel. I have the podcasts. If all you're interested is clicks, feel free to check out Talking Clicks Facebook page and just download the episodes as they come in. But if you want to know me as a person, which is what this show is about, is celebrating the heroes of Heroclix and getting to know individuals individually. That's part of me and who I am. And my wife and I feel very strongly about the injustice that's going on right now. My heart goes out to the families and Renee Good and Alex Preddy. They are no longer on this earth and the people who took them from us are walking free. And it really affects me deeply. I Any kind of injustice like that affects me extremely bad, and I just want to say that because it matters. These people's lives matter, and to turn a blind eye to what's going on. Anytime my wife or I post anything political, quote unquote political, on our Facebook pages, it gets passed by because people don't want to look at it. They don't want to hear about it. They don't want to read about it. It's depressing. Well, if you don't look at it, doesn't mean it's not there. And I think we need to be informed, we need to be educated, and we need to know what's going on around us. I feel very strongly that what's going on in Minneapolis is a grave injustice. My heart goes out to everybody involved, and I hope that it gets resolved soon, peacefully. But that was my little 2 cents. I do apologize for anybody that doesn't like what I say. You have the right to feel that way. You have a right to disagree, and I have a right to say what I need to say. And if that loses me followers and viewers, that's a you problem. I'm sorry. I'm not doing this for money. I'm not getting paid. I am just doing this for fun and to build the community of Heroclix. But life is more than just Heroclix, although my bank account says otherwise. I do this game for fun. I do this game for socialization. But at the end of the day, I am an American. I am a human being, and the real world is spinning around us, and we need to be involved. So that was my little soapbox before we start the show. If you gentlemen say something, feel free. Otherwise, we will start the actual show.
Well, you can get some merch if you can get some merch. I mean, I agree with you. Injustice is injustice. I'm a veteran too, so it's sad that we even have to take time to talk about these types of things. I know people want to hear about HeroClix, but like you said, the world is turning. So I just hope that everyone hugs their loved ones tight. Um, Love one another. Love conquers all. So if we show more love and more empathy for people, we won't have to even hear about these types of things continuing to go on in our world. It's 2026. It's the start of a new year. I hope that the rest of the year is on an upward trajectory and not on this trajectory it seems to be. But yeah.
All right.
So
Michael, I put you on the spot here. If you don't feel like anything, we can just start the show.
Just unnecessary losses. Unfortunately, unnecessary loss. Something that probably shouldn't have happened. If especially, I think I learned the guy's was an ICU nurse.
Yes,
Yeah, it
If
was
I,
a
I read the right
FDA.
article, I looked it up. Being medical field myself, it's a shame. We go through enough as it is in the field. Having to unfortunately deal with something like that is I don't even know what the words to say for
Yeah,
that. It's
it's
just
unfortunate.
awful.
Well, thank you,
yeah.
gentlemen, for being here. Thank you for chiming in. That was my little soapbox. And now,
Click, click, boom, click, click, boom, click, click, boom. West is plotting, missing links in the room. Dice are flying, heroes collide. Talking clicks, come along for the ride. Click, click, boom, click, click, boom. Strategies clash and the battle goes boom. Laughs, tips, and that big plays. Talking clicks is here to stay. Click, boom, click, click, boom. Podcast live, let the hype.
hello, Heroclix land. Welcome back to Talking Clicks, the place where we celebrate the heroes of Heroclix. Thank you for enjoying our show and for listening as we ramble on and get things off our minds and chests and do our nerdy talks. So this is a special roundtable episode. We are recording in the middle of a snowstorm. My faithful co-host Scott, the missing link, is missing in New Orleans right now at the King Orient, New Orleans. He will be possibly joining us at some point during the show to talk about his experience down there. I am also joined by AC Antonio Clark and our most popular guest on the show ever, Michael Straight,
What's going on, everybody?
coming in straight from Texas.
Nice.
Well, thanks for being here,
Amen.
guys, and thanks for putting up with my ramblings. All right, so let's just get into it. We got some reveals this week, and I'm switching over to HC units. So, do we want to start with what we know about the Stranger Things, or do we want to start with Hercules or Thundercats?
Let's I guess let's start at the smaller ones. Let's start with Hercules because
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, let's start with Hercules and then we can just work our way through, I guess.
All right. Tony, you want to read off Hercules to us?
Hercules himself is 75 points, has brute, celebrity, deity, past, soldier, warrior keywords, all good keywords that everyone likes, especially warrior and brute because he gets that +1 longsword for free. Deity is also good on some teams. Soldier is great with the new rare cap from X-Men 97 for the +1 defense. Really, the thing that makes him so good is a couple things. Mainly, he has 11 clicks of life for 75 points. We've never seen a single base figure cost that much and live that long, especially when he has a damage reducer. He has the two heaviest damage reducers throughout his entire dial. And that first trait, he only has two traits in a special power late dial, but those first two traits are heavy because the first trait essentially makes him rogue prime light because it says opposing characters of less points than Hercules can't target Hercules except to make attacks, which is you can't prob them. So Degaton's per Degaton doesn't care. Like copycat, all that cheap prob that you have, cheap outwit from say someone like Ace, who's been grown in popularity in the last few months. Ace has been on a bunch of teams in the ROC because of how powerful she is. She can't outwit him. And also his second trait gives him willpower. So essentially he has like power cosmic light almost, you know what I'm saying, like a light version of power cosmic. And it says when he starts the game, choose an opposing character. If that character is on the map Hercules has at the beginning of your turn, heal Hercules 1 click. When Hercules KOs the chosen character, score 25 victory points. So he mimics what rare Black Panther and Storm do from the Black Panther set, where they're on they choose somebody and they get to keep healing as long as that other person is on the map, which I think can be very defensive and offensive at the same time. Meaning you can keep someone who's on Hercules is only 75 points, so keeping him on the map and keeping him healing you know, you can either force somebody to either bring up that maybe chair panther they have in the back to sacrifice them so that Hercules isn't healing, or you know, you can use it offensively and you can turn that 15-point copycat into a 40-point piece. That's pretty daggone good, and I really, really, really like that. His values are pretty all right. I mean, just like his special power, I don't think is going to see a lot of use. His last 5 clicks, he has the power deal 1 penetrating damage to up to 4 opposing characters within range and line of fire. Now he lives a long time, but me personally, I'm not going to give up 3 or 4 damage, especially maybe late game. I would probably just have him continue to attack. But you know, again, maybe a copycat is around and he can just get rid of her with a power action, which is great. I think overall, I think he's just a stellar piece. What do you guys think?
It's go ahead.
Go ahead, Mike. I want you to talk.
I think it's a beautiful dial, especially for the point value. Like, geez, Louise. I was honestly expecting him to be at least maybe 120, 125, but 75, that's killer.
Yeah.
And I do agree with you, though. I probably would keep him as an attacker myself.
Yeah.
I don't see myself using that attack ability other than, like I said, if there's a cluster of bystanders, just.
I mean, yeah.
All right, so I have a whole mixed bag of thoughts on this. First of all, so he's an Avenger because of past.
True.
Which that adds a whole different level of, playability. But the weird wording of the powers, like basically he is, roguelite, but he's also got the target ability. Basically, he's getting free points for killing a target. That's an interesting way of doing that. I think that I'd like to see more of that kind of stuff where they take things that worked well on other characters and integrating them, but they don't necessarily have to have the quote unquote target trait.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen that before, though. We've seen it with Thanos and Gamora and Nebula. They all have that, like, oh, if they KO somebody 30 points or less, they get, points for it. So we've seen that kind of thing before.
I want to pay attention as we go through these to the top dial on all these figures. Hercules, the son of Zeus, is 10, 12, 18, 4. So make a mental note of that, because there's some figures down the road that I'm like, really? That they're immortal and they're getting close to Hercules values? I don't understand Wizkids.
You gotta watch the episode, man. You haven't watched the episode yet.
Okay.
You haven't watched the episode. You gotta watch the episode,
all right,
bro.
Yeah.
This is what I think it is. It's gonna make sense once you watch it.
It all makes sense once you watch that season. You're like, okay, he deserves that. He got it. You got it.
All right. Well, I just finished season 3 last night. I'm binge watching. I just started watching the first episode just less than a week ago, and I've been binge watching it till 4 a.m. every night. So I just finished season 3, so I'm almost catching up.
So before we skip, what do y'all think of the Michael? What do you think of the Hydra?
The Hydra's pretty cool. I like his mechanic with generating more heads. Don't really have much more to say on that. It just looks like it'll be fun too. I guess more of a one-on-one type thing there.
So Hydra is an Avenger also.
The crazy thing is Hercules has the same amount of life as the Hydra.
Yeah.
For 75, like his the Hydra's full dial is Hercules' full dial as well. Now, he doesn't have all the bells and whistles, of course, and he doesn't have all the bells and whistles. But golly, boy, I mean, yikes. I mean, the Hydra's an Avenger too. Wes, the Hydra's an Avenger too, because it also has past keyword along with monster, mystical, and animal, which are all, that's 4 really good, really good keywords.
He's
And Mr. Steve.
he's a colossal fish. That's interesting.
A giant.
Giant. He's not a
He's a
colossal.
giant dolphin.
Yeah, he's a giant dolphin. And 3 bolts. You know, this is one thing that will. This is like, just to put a pin in this. I love that it is the Hydra, so it has all the heads, but it has 3 bolts. Now, I wish they would have gave it 4, just because it's 5 heads. But I think all characters that are over 250 points should have multiple bolts. Because if you're going to actually invest that many points into one figure, it needs to be able to attack multiple characters, not just one. Especially if that one attack that you get isn't doing like 6+ damage. And even then, all you got to do is it's so easy to miss one person and not the other. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just sometimes it's like, oh, I got to hit a 21 over here, but you're an 18 or a 19. So I might roll that 9, or I might roll an 8 with an 11 or 12 attack. And I might miss this other person just by 1, but I might hit this other person. So I do like that the Hydra has multiple bolts, especially at the 75-point line. It has precision strike, but at 275, what more do you want? That's a 22 defense. Yes, please. That's absolutely amazing, and I love this thing. Like, I really love it. Like, yes, Beetlejuice puts a hamper on this, and maybe hopefully later this year we won't even be talking about this anymore, on a thing. But yeah, I mean, Michael, we talk about Beetlejuice every episode.
Oh, I know. I hear it every single episode. I watch every single one.
But
I actually experienced my first Beetlejuice at States a few weeks ago.
So
That was interesting.
Okay, well, we'll circle back because I want to hear about that.
Right. So I want to know what you guys think about 275 versus 75. Is the extra 200 points worth 6 clicks?
Well, Mike, what do you think? What do you think?
I mean, 275. Shoot, you might as well. That's just so pricey. Like you said too, for the same amount of dials as Heroclix for 200 points less, probably should have been a colossal with more clicks, in my opinion.
Should have been a colossal for sure. It should have been a colossal, just to give it that one extra range for the hitting. I don't mind it at 225 because I'm that kind of guy. The way that it's set up to be able to win at 275. It's set up that way. Okay.
You think so?
I do.
Storyline, yeah. It's a labor.
It's meant to be able to continue to heal. So you either have to spend, like, you can't outwit it off rip because it has 4 heads. Even if you just if you hit it and take off 1 head, it'll still have 4 heads. And then you can regen and then put more heads back on, which will give it even more heads, which would then give it 6 heads, which would give it close combat expert. So then you chop 1 more off, and then now it comes back and it has 7 heads, which now it gets to make a free attack, which is what these type of characters should be able to make. Iconic's Magneto is so good in silver because not only does he do the things where he minuses your combat values, but he can make free attacks. We love free attacks in this game, and the characters that can make free attacks are great. And the Hydra is set up to be able to take the hit and come back from it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's what he's set up to do.
It's a tank, but it's not taking things down, I don't think.
Here we go. Think about it this way. How wouldn't it be able to take, even if you just played it at 275 and then played it with some support? Let's just say you put it like Fortify and Predegaton, and just for some prob, right? Okay, so you got prob because Predegaton has pass. You have a theme team, so you might have map choice, and then you put the body on it. You put the the herb. And then you put whatever else and maybe the phone booth, and you just kind of let it do what it's going to do. And now it has a 20. Now it's walking out there with a 22 defense that you would probably have to hit. You got to hit twice. So even if you got a 14 attack, that's still an 8. we know that the game is close combat. So that's an 8. That's 8 damage. Like this 8. So unless you're a Smoky Feet Cap, who gets rid of defensive powers, that's a 22 defense, which the average character would need a 13 plus attack to not have to roll 10 plus on trying to hit it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
even if you have a 12 attack, trying to hit it with a 12 attack at its top dial the way it is, that's a 10. That's a hard roll. You know what I'm saying? Even when you got 2 and 3 probs, a 10 is still a high roll to try to get.
I just don't think that it's good enough for a one-man army. I saw it's going to get out-actioned, and if with 4 actions a turn, another team's going to cut it down relatively quickly.
But see, but this goes back to, again, if it's not meant to go to states and win.
No,
this wasn't made. But if we play a friendly game, 9 times out of 10 I can beat you with this, because you're not gonna take it down. You can't outwit you if you don't bring all the broken stuff that gets rid of people's dials and powers and all that type of stuff. You have to get through 4 clicks of invincible, and I can take off heads to just mitigate your damage. Oh, you just dealt me 4? That's great. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna reduce 2 and then reduce 2 more. So I'm gonna take 2 heads off, and now I'm gonna just reduce 2, and now you deal me no damage. Thank you. I appreciate it. Just saying.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to Stranger Things. So we've only seen a couple of dials. The sculpts that we've seen look amazing, though. Let's start with Jim Hopper, Chief Hopper. All right, so this is something I like that Heroclix is doing, of adding new keywords that are unique to certain teams. Not really incentivizing team building or theme building, but it's there. So we got Hawkins, Brute, Detective, Past, Police, Warrior. So Jim Hopper is an Avenger. So he's got Passenger 2, Get to Katinka. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Katinka.
It's
in Russia.
Okay.
Again, it's in Russia.
All right. So you got Passenger 2, Willpower, Charge, but don't have speed if Jim Hopper carries any characters. That's awesome.
That's so great.
Then we got a trait Breakout, Blades, Claws, Fangs, / friendly characters with the Hawkins keyword automatically break away. So there you go.
Okay.
They're incentivizing theme building with specifically the set. Are we going to get more Hawkins down the road? Are we going to get another Iconics? Who knows?
Everybody, well, they've already shown all the sculpts for all the figures for the Iconics that's coming out later on this year.
Yeah, you got the kids coming.
You got the kids and Hopper as normal, and the normal Demogorgon that was like that stands tall. So you have that. You have the tall Demogorgon from the first few from the first season. You have Hopper in his sheriff's costume, and you have all the kids when they first meet 11.
Okay, that's cool.
So we'll see that Hawkins keyword. Like more than likely we'll probably see somebody that can keyword cheat somebody onto Hawkins. You know what I'm saying? Like the way they found 11. Like I'm sure like Mike or somebody will be like, hey, you're part of our crew now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
it just makes sense. You're not going to, I mean, they did make the podcaster keyword. So
yeah,
I mean, they can make any keyword they want and just let it kind of be. This wouldn't be the first time they've done like a limited run on that, but yeah.
All right, and then the first 4 clicks, he's got Special Defense, Impervious, / Jim Hopper can reduce penetrating damage dealt by characters with the Monster, Ruler, or Spy keywords. Monster and Ruler are huge right now. They were even bigger last year, but Monster and Ruler are always great keywords. Spy, not so much, but those other two, good chance of there being a monster somewhere on the team. So Hercules was 10, 12... What was
11. He's 11 clicks. Hercules is 11 clicks.
Yeah, but his starting stats. Hercules was 10, 12, 18, 4.
Yeah.
Jim Hopper is
Okay.
8'11", 18'3". So he's got the same defense as Hercules.
Hercules has Invincible in his first clicks.
Okay, but still, values wise, it's I don't know.
I mean, Jim Hopper went through a lot.
You
Yeah.
gotta watch
Just
it
take
when
his
you
breath,
watch
dude.
it.
It make
Keep going,
went through
Mike.
a lot.
But we're talking
Keep
about
going.
Hercules, man.
He can't, but Hopper can't beat Hopper
I
can't beat Hercules though. Hopper
No,
doesn't.
I'm not saying that. Yeah, but
Hopper doesn't beat Hercules. Like
Yeah.
Hopper Hercules chooses Hopper and says, "Okay, let's fight. As long as you're on the map, I get to heal, and I have willpower. So and I just live longer than you. You know, eventually you're gonna have to clear. I possibly can, if with good rolls, I can go at least 4 turns in a row. Hopper wouldn't be able to do that on his own. Just saying.
Yep. I'm kind of surprised that he has no range. He shoots
Oh, I'm
his
sorry,
gun
Hopper does
quite a
have
bit.
willpower. No, I'm
Well,
sorry.
it
Hopper
makes
does
sense.
have willpower. Duh. Hopper does have willpower. I'm sorry. I missed that. Hopper does have willpower. Keep going.
Yeah, I would think they would give him at least a little range. I mean, he's a
You
police
gotta watch
officer.
you gotta watch the episodes. The episode.
Yeah,
All right, so they're
This is
specifically pulling this
very-
from a specific episode.
Yes,
not even a
yes.
specific episode. This is from a whole arc.
Yeah, from the
Okay.
arc. This is a screen. This is literally that arc. Like Mike just said, this is that whole season. That
Right.
whole season is Hopper going through some trials and tribulations.
Well, like
So
I said,
that's why
I'm
he
only
doesn't-
halfway through, so I'm getting there. It is interesting though that because his full speed charges a trait, and then halfway down his dial he gets flurry, so he's getting a full speed charge flurry. He doesn't have a lot of damage output, but you put a sword or something on him, and that could get really. Oh, he's got
he's a
blades claws
warrior.
fangs. Yeah, he's got
Hey,
blades,
again,
so
that'll tie into the episode too.
so that's
Hopper is a warrior, yo. Hopper is
Hopper
a
is
warrior.
that dude,
He
man.
is. Hopper's like the actor who plays him also plays, Red Guardian.
Red Guardian.
And he did a great job as Red Guardian, and he
Yeah.
did an amazing job as Hopper. So I'm glad. I now got to play these two together. As a matter of fact, I got to have him carry Red Guardian into battle. There's a Red Guardian, I think, that has defend, if I'm not mistaken. I think one of the Red Guardians from that, and it's funny that both of them are from non-comic book sets. Both of these characters come from non-comic book sets. So I love it.
It's also interesting that we've seen 3 characters all with 75-point dial. Are we seeing the death of the 50 points barrier that Wizkids has given us?
I mean, at the end of the day, making something this powerful for 50 points skews the game in a bad way, and it makes the game. I'll always say that these lower point dials being so powerful actually hurts the game more than it helps.
I agree.
From the optics of players, new players, especially new players, it hurts the optics of the game. Because why would I ever pay 75 points for a character when I can get a 50-point character that does the exact same thing? And the issue is, guess what? Sky Tyrant does this. Sky Tyrant does exactly what Hopper does. Literally, for 50 points. He does the same thing. So
Yeah.
It's called, why would I ever want to pay the 75 points when I can just shave 25 points off and just get that. So I personally like when they make you pay for power.
Yeah. It was really
that-
frustrating for a couple of years. Everything was compared to Saki at 50 points.
Well, yeah.
We have this great piece, but it's 80 points. And you can get Saki for 50. And I'm like, okay, but we have other figures you want to play besides Saki.
Yeah. That's never going to go away. I think at this point in the game, we have that quintessential piece at every point value now. From let's say 100 on down, we have these quintessential pieces that are like, why would I have this when I can have this? So I don't think we're ever going to get away from that in the game. We'll still be talking about Saki 5 years from now. We'll still be talking about 80-point Colossus and 80-point Prime Spidey and 100-point Rogue and 60-point Arachnite. We'll still be talking about those pieces because they are so good for what they do. And Hopper just so happens to jump in and be a very, very powerful piece for 75 points.
I'm very excited to get to the episode that he's referencing because
It's an arc. It's more
Yeah,
than a,
dude,
it's more. It's not
more
just
than just
an
one
episode. It's an this dial represents an arc.
The Hopper
That,
I've
like, a
seen so
whole-
far is really
whole
awesome. I
season.
love the character. I
It's
just
great.
I haven't
Even more
seen
awesome.
I haven't seen an 8, 11, 18, 3 character yet. So.
You will, sir.
All right.
You will.
Mr. Straight, do you have Demo Dog in front of you?
Pull it up real quick.
So we have a figure and a Pog apparently.
So good.
Hold on.
Demo Dog. Come on. There we go.
There we go. I got it. Sorry. All right. So we got the demo dog here. Got an upside down, animal, monster, mystical, and it's got the underground team ability. 50 points. That's pretty. I like that. It's got a trait here. Don't feed Dart. That's funny. When Demo Dog hits, after resolutions, give it a growth token. Demo Dog modifies its combat values +1 for every 2 growth tokens it has. And we're starting off here with 8, 11, 18, and 2. Get 2. That's not bad. And then we have Dustonius Polywagus. Blaze Claw's Fangs. Power. Generate a Demo Dog bystander. Max 3. If Demo Dog kills an opposing character this turn or rolled a 1 through 2 for Blades this turn, they may activate this trait as free. So you just keep roll bad, you just spawn one out. Hey, that's not bad at all. I like that.
I love it.
I think this is really good for 50 points, to be honest with you.
And you got the Charged Flurry. Jason friendly characters named Demo Dog modified attack +1. So you can run these in a pack.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
And like I say, even if you roll crappy on your blades, you, boom, pop out another dog.
Yeah. Yep.
and what's the Pog look like? 6, 10, 17, 2. We got Charge, Blades, Toughness, and Battle Fury.
Yep. And if it's next to the other one, you get +1 attack. I think it's great. Charge flurry on this. Ignoring characters for movement. That's great. That's amazing.
Yeah, I feel like it's a pretty good representation of the character too.
Well, you haven't seen this. You haven't seen this character yet. You haven't seen the demo dog yet.
Yeah, I did. I saw Dart.
He should have already. Yeah, he should have
The
already.
dog.
Yeah.
That was right before Jim went to took off.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You're right. I thought it
'cause
didn't show up until that season. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I love it.
even my wife April is excited for Stranger Things. I picked up
mine is too.
I picked up a brick of Strange Tales the other day, and she got all excited. Oh, Stranger Things is here? And no, it's just Strange Tales. Oh.
Here, have all these Astros. It'll make you feel better. All these Astros.
No.
Look, see, Michael, you got your own demo dog right in there with you.
I got two of them running around right now. My apologies.
I hear you. It's all good, man. Yeah, the demo dog takes after the dinosaur hatchling, with the growth tokens it has. So, like we were talking about earlier, I like that they're taking things that they put on other characters and putting them on newer characters. I really, really do enjoy that. This also reminds me of the Brood, is in a way too. How the Brood can just spawn more people and then give +1 attack to other characters. That are like the Brood. I absolutely love it. So I can't wait to get my hands on these guys as soon as they're available for sale or for winning.
Did they announce a price point on these?
Not yet. They haven't.
That was one I forgot to bring up about with the Hercules.
Oh yeah, Hercules is $50 for those. I mean, yeah, that the sculpt on the Hydra is very nice.
Yeah, it's nice, but I don't think it's worth $50. I mean, if they were going to do that, they should have at least came with equipment.
It should have came with the head of Medusa.
Map.
You could have done that. You could have done the lion thing, the club. I mean,
or like Wes said, a map. A
Or
map,
a map.
a map in that
Or
changes
honestly,
everything.
even made the Hydra an actual colossal figure.
Yeah, that would have been great too. That would have been. I would have enjoyed that.
I don't know. I feel like
I
the
hope this goes for at least. This should be a $30 pack, in my opinion.
well, I feel like when I think back to the other iconics, I think they've all been between $30 and $60, haven't they?
No, what's Sammy was 80. Death of Superman was 80.
Okay.
Wasn't the Spider-Man like 20, 25?
Yeah.
The
Thanos was
Really?
Thanos was 20. Thanos was 20. I think I got Beetlejuice for 20. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, the price fluctuates, but I mean I expect the Stranger Tales iconics to be like $60. I expect that to be 60. Because you get what I think you get 6 characters. That's what they're kind of pricing these things out at. They're pricing them out at around like anywhere between like about $10 a piece, you know.
I can get with that. So that makes a little sense.
All right,
Yeah.
now, let me ask you guys this. Do you think that these new IPs will pull in a new audience, new players?
Oh, I hope so. That's what I kind of do on when in regards to like promoting the game here in my town. I try to, oh hey, we got this coming. We got this coming.
I think you'll get more collectors. I don't think you're gonna get more players, unfortunately, because we would need more Jim Hopper type dials on these pieces. That like again, Hercules isn't the Hercules that most people know is like Kevin Sorbo, which
Right.
isn't the most popular guy right now. So it's called
That should have been who we should have gotten.
like yeah, give me a Xena Heroclix right now,
Ooh,
and
heck yeah.
I'd buy that without even thinking twice about it. But I think a lot of these IPs like Beetlejuice and all these types of things, Sandman, all the things, all the different stuff, it's good. But if it's not broken, once people get into the game, they'll see that their stuff isn't strong. These new IPs that they love aren't strong enough to play in the game. Like you were just saying, 275-point Hydra might seem fun to somebody, and then all of a sudden you show up to your local game night with it and get destroyed by Prime Rogue. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So you think that these are primarily geared for the audience that's already in existence? This isn't going to bring in new players.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Remember that Heroclix isn't kept alive by us players. It's kept alive by the collectors. That's it. The collectors keep this game alive, not us players. You have a whole swath of players that do not buy product. They cherry pick product online once it's already been opened. They don't, actively go out to their local game stores, which is why once COVID happened, a lot of game stores died because of COVID. But HeroClix also died in those venues because he didn't have people actually buying the product so much anymore. So collectors are the things that keep this, and that's what something like Beetlejuice and the Sandworm, like that stuff is made for collectors, man. Like
yeah,
it's made for collectors.
Beetlejuice here in town, and the guy that runs the store is like, yeah, somebody bought it, but they don't even play. They just
like they just want the piece. Yeah, which is great. Which is great because it keeps players like us still being able to play the game because we love the game and the IP.
Right.
So
I'm always looking for ways. I'm always looking for ways that HeroClix or Wizkids could tap into this source and pull in new players, because I've been preaching lately about how word of mouth is the best form of advertising, but it can't be your only form. And if they're only relying on us to keep people alive in the game, it's not going to last forever. Let's talk about Mr. Straight for a second. I'm going to, so Michael, tell us a little bit about what you've been doing in your area to build up the community.
Mm-hmm.
I think the question is what I haven't been doing. I pretty much tell the guys I pretty much wore myself out around here. If I can't say it, I'm sorry. But I hit up local events here in town. They do a lot of markets downtown. I'll sign up for them. I come with a whole box full of OPs. I'm giving stuff out. I'm talking to people. Hey, I got this community here. We do this, we do that. If you don't like these guys, I have these guys. We also got stuff coming down. Like I was talking about, like I had somebody get excited, like, oh man, this game seems really cool. You know, really cool if they had Power Rangers. Like, matter of fact, we got Power Rangers coming out here pretty soon. And they're like, oh really? Oh, that's cool. So I'm usually always hitting up events. I have one of my Facebook groups. People will post like, "Oh, I'm just moving to town. You know, what is there to do?" I'm like, "Oh, hey, I have this group. We meet up on Sundays. Why don't you come hang out?" So I'm chunking pieces away. I don't even. Most I do is I'll do like a 2-for-1 blind grab of just whatever I have, but I'm giving pieces out. I know this coming Friday, they're doing a game night at my local community center, and I'm going to be a vendor. I'll be set up, giving out more OPs. I'll have a map set up, teaching the game. Hopefully, bringing in more players. This last Sunday, we actually had a really good showing. We had about, in total, I think maybe 15, if that, players.
So how much growth of that you've seen recently?
So when I really started doing my big push again, at the start of last year, it was just me and one other guy at my new job. Now we're at almost 20 players, so we're doing really good. Heck, we even I ran a kids battle royal last Sunday.
I saw pictures of that, man. Good job, bro.
Yeah.
Good job.
Had seven kids
That's
playing
amazing.
their own battle royal, where
That
the
is
adults were playing
amazing.
off by themselves doing one-on-ones.
That is
awesome.
amazing.
I gotta give it
That
to you
is
straight,
amazing.
man. You're awesome. Thanks for doing what you do in the community and building it up.
This is a game like I said, I've played this
Oh,
game when I was a kid. I think I started 12 years old, 02, 03 is when I started. It's a game I absolutely love, and I just want to keep passing it down, especially seeing that, I have my son playing, I have my nephews playing now, family time. And that's what, we always say, the Heroclix community is a family. That's really what I try to promote with my local group here in town is, hey, you need something, we got you. Somebody was asking about the free comic book day Spidey. I'm like, hey, I got an extra one laying around. You can have it.
Nice.
Nice.
That's great.
All right, to Thundercats.
Yep. Speaking of Power Rangers.
Ta-da-da. All right, let's go in reverse order because I want to save the big guy for last. Let's go with Panthro. So Panthro has Thundercats keyword. Love to see that. Animal, pilot, scientist, vehicle, warrior. Panthro is not an Avenger. So I have wild mixed emotions about this whole set. All right, so Panthro, he has trait Chief Engineer. At the beginning of your turn, you may heal Panthro and up to one adjacent friendly character one click. Free healing that isn't quote unquote free. Love to see that. Just traded. That's perfect. Special attack, which he gets on clicks 5 through 9, which so Panthro has 50 and 100 points. 50 points, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 clicks. 7 clicks. 7 clicks. For 100 points, you get 3 more. So, yeah, sorry, you get 6 clicks for 50 and 9 clicks for 100. So the fact that you don't even start on the cool special attack power at your 50-point dial kind of sucks. They should move that red line over one click, start on click 5 with the special attack. But the special attack is poison, super strength, slash. When Panthro damages an opposing character, that character modifies their defense -1 until your next turn. And then there's a special damage, which he gets on clicks 1 through 4. Passenger 3, the Thunder Tank / Panthro has a range of 6. So they're integrating the Thunder Tank, which is one of my favorite toys when I was a kid. I love that thing. I would love to have seen that in Clix form, but I guess this is the next best thing. Carry around.
Never know.
Yeah, can't say never.
Yep.
If it sells well, most people would buy a Thunder Tank. I mean, we got the pilot ability. So if Thundercats sells well and people see it, why wouldn't they just put out a 2x2 Thunder Tank? You know, I
Yep.
mean, we got all these other things. Why not?
All right. So my first gripe is the integration of the weapons into their special abilities. I get why they're doing it, I guess, but I would have loved to have seen the nunchucks, the sword, the staff, and the bow whip as actual equipment that anybody can use. If Panther drops his nunchucks, Spider-Man can run over and pick him up. Like, that would have been awesome.
Yeah,
But
I would have loved that myself.
and they would have made for awesome looking equipment, awesome sculpts. But it is what it is. They decided to go this route, which isn't horrible. It's just not. I would have preferred it the other way. I feel like Panthro is a decent piece. Like I said, I wish that the special attack started on his starting click at 50 points instead of having to damage him one to get to it. I don't like that he doesn't get the Thunder Tank on his lower dial.
He does.
Well,
He
for one
starts with
click.
it on-
One click.
I mean, that he can heal back to. Keep going.
Well, yeah, I guess he can heal up to it. Yeah, but he's got charge. He's got special attack, and then Thunder Tank for one click, and then he's got regen, which is something.
I think I would have wanted an extra lightning bolt on him, and with him being a chucker, throw
Yes.
some flurry.
Yes. And I feel like he should be more stout. Like the guy he is built like a tank. He's built like the Thunder Tank. He's massive. I don't know.
I mean, of all four of the Thundercats, I love Panthro the most. Actually, I think he has the most utility. Being able to carry 3 people without keyword cheating or anything like that. Also, yes, he's not an Avenger, but even better, he's a Wakandan because he's a scientist. So
Yeah.
He's a scientist, so he is a Wakandan first and foremost. That's number one. Number 2, like the reason why the Thunder Tank is powerful is because you can modify that range up. So if you carry the right people, say some shield people, if you want to, they can shield up his range to a possible 9. Him also being able to carry 3 people when he running shots means he can carry a prop. He can carry maybe 1 or 2 enhancement or a perplex or whatever that needs to. And him being able to heal him, not only himself, but an adjacent friendly character is
That's huge. That's huge.
It's huge. Him being able to attack anybody that he wants, he can attack a mystic like Mum Ra. That's in this set without taking any damage top dial, unlike everybody else was gonna take one. But if they're next to Panthro gets to heal him.
Hey,
And then
put
if you-
Panther next to Hercules.
Oh my gosh. That's 125 of we don't die. And then hold on. And then Panthro goes into outwit. So like once you hit Panthro, then it's like, okay, well now I have outwit and poison. So I'm gonna outwit you, poison you, and then Hercules, buddy, punch him in the face, and then I'm gonna punch him in the face, and then we're just gonna keep healing. Like, thanks, buddy. Like that's
The herb kind of hurts him though, taking away that free healing.
what herb?
Or what is it that says you can't? Wherever you heal
The
minus
bloodstone.
one. Yeah,
You know?
bloodstone. Yeah,
The bloodstone?
yeah.
I mean, Bloodstone. The Bloodstone hurts. It hurts him. It hurts Hercules. It hurts a lot of people. It hurts. It's a lot of people that get free healing. It hurts Superman. Chase Superman makes him. It hurts him.
I
a little
haven't
bit.
seen it on a ton of builds though. Have you?
I mean, he doesn't do anything. That's a whole nother conversation of why you don't see somebody like White Lantern Superman. It's because what he does is free, and right now we're in the Beetlejuice era.
No, I'm talking about bloodstone. You don't see bloodstone on any builds.
And because it doesn't do anything, because the builds that people generally play aren't based around healing. They're just based
Yeah.
around beating you up. Why pay 10 points to just be like, oh, you can't heal, versus I can just pay 10 points for universal weapon or what's that, Stormbreaker, or something else that can actually like really hurt you. So
what do you guys think about Panther? Is he good, and does he represent the character the source material.
I believe it's a pretty fair representation. Like I said, beside the few extra stuff that I would like to have seen on the dial.
I think instead of the running shot, the damage power should have been a movement power, and it should have just been passenger 3 move, right, and like destroy blocking because it's the thunder tank, and then after move make a close attack or a range attack with a range of 6.
Right.
Like then you have both, you have everything represented without having to take anything, and then now you can give him more empower, you can give him some outwit, you can give him some perplex, you can give him those type of powers. And like Mike said, I wish he would have had flurry late, to show that he is a. I want someone like Michelangelo usually had flurry somewhere on his dial to show that he's twirling everything around like that. But other than the flurry, I think this is a great representation of Panthro. Though 11-4 is nasty. Basically, that's pretty nasty.
It feels disappointing to me for some reason. I don't know. Like I don't know what I was expecting, but I was expecting more out of this. Like Panther was one of my favorite characters on the show, and a 17 defense does not feel like Panthro.
How would you have built the dial? Top dial.
Well, he would start with 18, maybe 19 defense. He definitely would have the flurry for sure. I don't know.
Question for both y'all real fast. When we start talking about numbers, when we start talking about defense, do you think a defensive number should be high because you think when it comes to defense, do you think the power should represent how hard it is to damage them, or should the number? Because I'm asking that for, say, someone like Juggernaut. The Juggernaut is not hard to hit. He is hard to damage and hurt. He's a big guy. The Hulk is not hard to hit. He is easy to hit, as a matter of fact. He's big. He's a big moving target, or usually a big stationary target. He's not hard to hit, but his values might, Hulk doesn't generally have big defense. He's just hard to hurt, which is symbolizing the power. So I'm asking y'all, would y'all rather have the number represent them being hard to hit/hurt, or the power?
So you can't separate the power, or the power and the number. They go hand in hand. The Flash is hard to hit, right? But he gets rollouts. But he's not a stout, tough tank character. So he's going to have a lower defense number, but he's going to have special powers to help him avoid the hit. But he's not going to have a reducer. He's just going to have rollouts. Whereas Superman, he's the same size. He's human size. So he's the same equality as far as being able to hit. But he is a Man of Steel, right? So he's going to have a huge reducer.
Not hard to hit, though. Superman's not hard to hit. Superman is not hard to hit. In any time you see Superman, in whether it's a comic or a TV show or animated series or in a movie or whatever, Superman isn't whizzing around like the Flash. The Flash, like you said, should have super senses to dodge and high defense because he's hard to actually land a punch on. Superman is going to walk right up on you. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. He's going to walk. Yeah, he's going to tank. He tanks the hit. So Superman should always have, in my opinion, Superman should either always have invincible or be able to have impervious that reduces penetrating. That represents Superman more than a 20 defense. Superman with a 20 defense is like, oh, you're giving me a speedy Superman to show then you giving me hypersonic-y Superman. Not like a normal Superman that you see him 99% of the time is not hard to hit. He takes the bullets, he takes the shots, and even when somebody like the Hulk would probably come up and punch him, he's not going to evade the punch. He's going to take it because he thinks he can take it. So when we talk about somebody like Panthro never showed in the show that he was hard to hit. He was just hard to keep down, which is why he heals. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I asked that question, because he has Invincible to show that he's hard to put down. The Invincible to show him in the Thunder Tank. Then the toughness is to show that he's hard to take down. You know, unlike someone like Chitara.
That makes sense. What do you think, Michael?
Oh no, Antonio brought up really good points. Never really thought about it like that, to be honest with you.
Well, that's kind of what I was saying about like Jim Hopper and Hercules. They are completely different tiers of people, of characters.
Yes, but like, again, with going with Antonio's description, you got to watch what happens to Jim. It really does
Makes
explain why he is where he is.
Makes sense.
Okay.
That's a well represented dial. Jim Hopper's a well represented dial when you actually have watched those. the
Okay,
things
well,
that's
I
represented.
am on the
So-
edge of my seat looking forward to seeing what happens to him because as of right now,
That's
he
my
is
favorite.
dead.
Michael, I don't know about you, but that's actually one of my favorite seasons of the show. Like hands down, period. It was amazing because Hopper
Oh no,
was
that
like,
was dude. Hopper was that dude, man. Like I said,
he was that dude. With that, I want to talk about my favorite Thundercat, which is Tigra. I'm a
All right.
Tiger guy. So Tiger's my favorite Thundercat from this set. Even though I love Panthro, I think I would play Panthro more than anyone else. But I do really like Tigra. Thundercats, animal scientist, warrior keyword. So again, he's on Wakanda, which makes him even nastier because, and he is the one of the ones. They all have that 150 point line. Tiger's the actual one that I think I would play at 100 points the most, just because that 19 shows. See, and this goes back to what I was just saying. His 19 shows that he's more elusive and evasive, more like acrobatic. So he's
Right.
hard to hit. He's not hard to necessarily like hurt because he can't tank a hit the way that Panthro can at the beginning, but he's harder to hit than Panthro.
But
because
shouldn't
he's
that
more
be
acrobatic.
represented by a rollout or something?
Well, I mean, he has shape change.
Yeah.
So
and not to mention his trait.
Yeah, so it's called. You also can't draw a line of fire to him unless he has 2 tokens, which is huge. Which means you can't shoot him first off. So you got to get up on him for close combat, which plays into his dial because a 20 he later on gets the combat reflexes, which turns into a 19 and 20 up close, which is absolutely amazing. But that attack power that he has, his whole dial, giant reach 4 that gives action tokens and 3 bolts. What do you talk? That's stunning blow. You know, if you've been playing long enough, there used to be a feat card called stunning blow, which if you had incapacitate, you dealt your damage on top of the incapacitate.
Mhm.
Well, now Tiger is in the long list of characters that hit you. We just got Nightmare from Strange Tales that when he hits, he also gives you an action token as well. So Tiger not only being able to sidestep and get close to you, can move through characters, and has that giant reach 4. Again, he's an Ares bomb, and he's a walking Ares bomb because he's a warrior, so he gets +1 longsword on his own. He's a walking Ares bomb. You know what I'm saying? Now you don't gotta use any of the other stuff that other people were doing. For that 100 points or that 50 points, he can just Ares bomb somebody, which is crazy, which I absolutely love. And then friendly characters that are adjacent or have Thundercats get shape change. So that means you plant him on any team again. Put him on a Wakanda team, and now not only does he have high defense because of Queen Ramonda, but now he gives everybody that's adjacent to him that's also getting that high defense from Queen Ramonda shape change as well without having to be next, without blocking line of fire to yourself with the phone booth or anything like that. That's absolutely amazing. I absolutely love this piece. I will be playing him all the time.
All right, so I want to take a second to focus on invisibility. Opposing characters can't draw lines of fire to Tiger unless he has 2 action tokens.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so with all the what's the word? Discrepancies we've had with like rogue and the word choose and all this kind of stuff. Let's break down what this invisibility does. So can't draw lines of fire is pretty straightforward. If you can, it's basically stealth, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah. But you can still choose it for collection tokens and that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you're not choosing him based on line of fire. You're just choosing him.
Yeah.
So he's not like Rogue, and he doesn't have any of those confusing parts like Rogue does, because it's not about choosing him. It's just you can't draw a line of fire to him. And usually when you draw a line of fire is for something like probability control, outwit, perplex, or range attack.
Do you think all that fiasco had any sort of play in how they worded this ability?
I mean, he's not the first. Again, he's not the first character that says you can't draw a line of fire to me unless I have this amount of tokens or that. Remember, we got Martian Manhunter that was like, oh, if I haven't been damaged, you can't draw a line of fire to me. Um, and so, but maybe I don't think the. It makes sense to say, okay, we made Rogue this way. Let's not do that again. But I think based on how the history of the game is gone, people might have the people that made Rogue. That doesn't necessarily meant that they had Tiger in mind when they made him. You know what I'm saying?
Would you give him the armor for giant willpower?
Yeah. Hell yeah. Why not? I give shape change to my friends that's next to me. I got giant reach 4, so essentially I'm a super almost I got a better giant reach than Colossals do. Why not? But I think giving him something more offensive to make it to really utilize that giant reach is a little bit better because
Well, I was
again
just
if you
thinking about because he doesn't have other ways of removing tokens.
yeah, I mean he doesn't. He doesn't at all. I mean, he's a finesse piece.
Yeah,
Which is why people won't play him. He's a finesse piece.
he's
He doesn't
fun
do
though.
anything broken. Oh no, he's great.
I
I
mean,
think
he
he's
was
great.
pretty finesse in the show anyway, so
Yeah, I absolutely love him, and he's an animal too, which means he can go on a team with Falcon and Red Wing. Again, I love Tiger. Tigers was my favorite toy when I was young. He was my favorite Thundercat toy. 'Cause I like tigers. And I just thought his whip was cool, and I like that I agree with y'all. Like, yes, I would have loved for him to have the his weapon. All of them should have had their weapons as a thing, but
Sculpts look amazing, by the way.
sculpts look
they
great,
really do.
and in person they look great too because they had all of them on display at Worlds this past year.
Nice.
So
Oh,
yeah,
that's
so
cool.
they look great and in person. I didn't have it directly in hand, but looking at it through the glass, I was like, I can't wait to have this. This looks great. So, and I have just like you were just saying, Mike, I have people who are gonna buy this that I know are buying this just because it's Thundercats, not so they can play the game, but just because they want to be like, oh, I have Lino now. Let me just put him on
Yeah,
display.
yeah. I got a guy in my group right now like Thundercats, 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 Thundercats. It's just foam at the mouth for it right now.
It's going on this display as soon as it comes out. It is going on display because Thundercats is part of my childhood. So yeah.
All right, so Michael, can you pull up Shitara, the hottest of the Thundercats?
All right. We got Chitara, Thundercats, Animal, Speedster, and Warrior. That's a new keyword that I've seen. Fastest of the Thundercats, hypersonic speed, knockback. That's a trait. We also have attack ability, extending staff, giant reach 3, precision strike, and then special damage ability, sixth sense. Once per turn, Chitara may reroll the roll of a character within 4 squares. If she does, after resolutions, deal her 1 unavoidable damage
So good.
for either 100 or 50 points.
Would that have
good.
changed people's feelings on Scott Porter if he had that last sentence?
What, dealing 1 unavoidable?
Yeah.
What, black shirt?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, people like stuff for free that doesn't hurt you. I mean, people hated special powers. You weren't playing the game when special powers first came around. Michael will be able to verify when special powers first came around. It was
Oh,
all
God.
like that. It was like, oh, you can use perplex. You can only perplex yourself, and afterwards deal yourself 1 unavoidable damage afterwards. So
That
it was
was
all
that was
it
a
was all like that.
transition.
Yeah, but yeah, of course, people would have looked at Scott differently if after he re-rolled you from anywhere, he dealt you damage. But still, for 25 points, you still can't get around buff to defense, buff to map choice, and free healing anywhere on the map. Like along with TK and Perplex, like that's still
I'm just saying,
a steal.
Scott Porter was the shortest modern figure I've ever seen, because he was so overpowered for 25 points.
Yeah.
If they had included more things like dealing one unavoidable when you use the reroll ability, I think that then we would still have Scott Porter in rotation.
No, he wasn't good for the game. That's all. I mean, they're not gonna make the matriarch of the game weak. They're not gonna do that.
Yeah.
So, he's the matriarch of the game. Like he's the flagship person. So they're gonna make him powerful. But he didn't need to be in he was way too powerful, And if you look at, you want people to buy the charity piece. People aren't gonna necessarily buy it and want for if it's not good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
right. Well, I stepped on Michael. Go ahead, Mike. I'm sorry about that.
You're good. I've got 2 gripes with this piece.
Okay.
She is slow. For being a speedster.
Yeah.
She is horribly slow.
She is slow for a speedster.
And then also, I really should believe she should have a special super sense 4 through 6 with her being how she is. A 9 hypersonic speed for her is that's unforgivable there, I think.
I agree. And they gave it just like it was said earlier, if they would have just actually put the sidestep up top instead of at the bottom, I think that would be a little bit better because now she has an 11 square swing. But I think that's why they gave her the extended pole though too, Mike. So yes, her speed is low, but you still gotta look at it in the sense that she has a 12 square swing, which on a 16 square map, that means you really can't come out of your starting area too far. If you come out to meet your whatever your terrain is, your special terrain is, she can come get you.
So one TK, she's got full map.
I mean, but nowadays most people don't need full map. People just need to be able to get over to wherever you have your special objects are, wherever your your body is, where your phone booth is, which she can do on her own. But yes, one TK, she's there.
That is a good point. I didn't think about that.
My biggest gripe is no flurry. I feel like every speedster should have a flurry. They're going to get off more than one attack per turn.
Yeah.
See, that's where I miss the old school hypersonic speed.
Oh yeah.
That's right up in the mechanic, dude. Get that option 2.
With precision, that works. Precision, like I'm waiting for them to do old school roll down. So if you didn't know, Wes, old school hypersonic used to be option 1, option 2. Option 1 was just the hypersonic that we know today. Hypersonic option 2 was you keep attacking, but every time you attack again, you minus your attack on it, which was huge, But you get it on the right. That's when Perplex Perplex was cheap. You perplex up somebody 3-4 times, but that's before we had the rule of 3. You could just perplex somebody up and then just
thinking about that old school Justice League Flash.
Oh yeah, man.
So with the speedster keyword, she fits with the new Flash, or was it Black Flash?
Yeah, Black Lantern Flash. Yeah, she's great. She's. I think this. I agree with you, Mike. She is slow. I never looked at her as that, but even a 10 makes her just a tinge faster. Because now again, that's a 13 square swing, which is almost the whole map. That's almost the whole map. So. And I do like her having leap climb, which shows that she can just get over everything. Remember?
I mean, that makes sense for her. She was running up and down freaking mountains and
buildings. Her ignoring characters just means she'll never be tied down by anyone as well. But I think of all the Thundercats, you'll see Chitara the most just because she essentially is a Kevin / Scott Porter character. She can re-roll anybody's roll within 4, which is huge. That's absolutely huge.
You going full dial or half?
So I'm a proponent of. So if I was playing the Thundercats at full points, I'm playing Chitara and Tiger at full, and then Lionel and Panthro at half. Just because I want more dial. And I want to start off with the Giant Reach 3. I just think that's potent in today's game. When she's not as good as the other 100 points, so I'm not gonna compare her to that. But what I will say is, her having precision strike with 2 bolts and 3 damage, and her having warrior keyword again +1 longsword, which means now she can be a 12 for 4. 1 damage of that is going to your copycat, and then the other 3 damage is going to your perdegaton. So I've taken out both of your prop pieces with 1 attack. Let's go. So I'm gonna take her at 100 points. If I had to play her, I'm taking her at 100.
All right, let's speed through the stupid Wonder Twins. Wily Kit as a Pog. Thundercats keyword, 3 range, 1 bolt, 7, 10, 17, 2. So we got, Force Blast, Energy Explosion, Super Senses, no damage power.
Yeah.
5 points. Woohoo.
Yeah.
Makes sense for them to be a Pog, I guess, but I still would like to see them as a physical dial.
Yeah.
Figure. We might see him as a duo figure somewhere down the line. You never know.
All right, we got Wily Cat, which is 3 range, 3 bolts. Oh, I forgot to say, Wily Kit and Wily Cat are both flyers. 7, 10, 17, 2. Plasticity, in-cap, super senses, no damage. So
That's 5 points of amazing. 5 points of plasticity with super senses and triple in-cap. Yes, please. That's
Not
so
bad.
good. That's
Jeez.
so good. You team them up with Tigra. Now they got shape change super senses. Oh, now you got Lino. Lino can just be like, oh, I'm over here. Roll this leadership. Now this plasticity is over here with you too, with Empower. I'll take it.
it's okay. I'm glad it's 5 points, not something stupid, but yeah. All right, and then the figure that I would have absolutely rioted if they didn't include him in some fashion, Snarf.
Yeah.
Snarf. Thundercats, no range, 1 bolt, 8 sidestep, 8 naked, 18 senses, 0 support, and he is tiny for 10 points. I love this. I wish they made it a physical figure, but I love Snarf.
I love it. Snarf would have been. Snarf is great. Snarf should have been like. Snarf should have been like. Where is it? Do I have it? Oh, yep, yeah, I do. Snarf should have been like Mrs. Lion, right? Mrs. Lion comes off just like that, and Mrs. Lion is there. Snarf should have been able to attach to Lionel's sculpt, right?
Yeah.
And you just pluck it off, and then you have the Snarf on the back of Lionel's card, so you know what it does. So you have a physical representation of the figure, but Mrs. Lion just dies. You know what I'm saying? You KO it. It just has 1 click. That's it. So that's what it should have been.
So do you guys feel that 1 Snarf is worth 2 Wily Kitten Cats?
They do different things, man. No, I think Wily Kit and Wily Cat are more valuable to the team overall than Snarf, but I think Snarf also plays a great role in an 18 defense super senses that might have shape change with the other Thundercats with Tiger on the map and can heal.
Yeah, but that support though was such a low attack.
Well,
remember, they changed support now, right?
Support doesn't work that way no more, thankfully. Sweet Jesus. Okay. Could you imagine if support still worked the way it did before? Oh, support used to be you had to attack the person.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's I forget. Oh, I hate having to.
Yo, how did we play this game? Like pieces used to cost absurd amounts. I mean, literally some of this old Supergirl that I have, this old Supergirl is 192 points. Now, she's got a 10 range, right? She's got a 10 range with hypersonic, but she has a 10 attack with 4 damage, 10 movement, 17 defense. Now, we've been talking about bad combat values. This is what the game used to look like.
Okay, but why does Snarf have an 18 defense and the twins each have 17?
So see,
Snarf.
He's tiny. He's Snarf.
He's tiny. He's hard to hit. and he's generally in the
squirrely.
background. He's very squirrely, and he's generally in the background of when stuff is going on. That means I got super senses to hurry up and move. Even in the opening, he shows up and then like he's out of there, and he's tiny. So that means he's harder to get a beat on, which is that's what the defense is. That goes back to what I was talking about. Is your defensive power to show your actual power, which his super sense does to show like he's quick and he's a small little cat, but also how hard are you to hit, which is how high your defense is, which Snarf is hard to hit.
All right. So let's talk about the main man himself. Go ahead, Antonio.
What?
Lino.
Lino?
Oh.
Lino. Yeah, Lino. I think. I mean, first off, I think Lino looks absolutely amazing. The sculpt just looks perfect. First
I couldn't
off.
have asked for more. It's perfect.
Yeah, the sculpt looks absolutely perfect. I don't know what I'm gonna do when I get this piece in hand. It's so good. He's got animal ruler and warrior keyword, like all good keywords that you want. Along with Thundercats, again 100 or 50 points. The trait that gives him the Thundercats hoe, which gives him empower leadership, is whenever you have traded leadership, I think is great. Whenever you have traded in power, I think is great because
Absolutely.
he is a close combat piece. So making it so that your other pieces are great around you with the leadership and with the empower, chef's kiss to that. Once per game, when Lino uses that leadership before rolling, you may place any number of friendly characters with the Thundercats keyword adjacent to him. We were talking about Scott Porter. Scott Porter is now a Thundercat. This guy right here is now a Thundercat. Anyone that can keyword cheat, like Wolverine from Xavier's school, is now a Thundercat as well. Anybody that can just be on any of these teams is now a Thundercat, which means they can all be put next to Lino whenever he decides since it's a once per game, you get to just decide when you want it. You might not want everybody right away, but then you get in position, and now your whole again. Now we go back to what you were saying, Mike, where like, oh, well, Chitara is slow. Okay, that's fine. Send Lionel 6 squares up. You know what I'm saying? Tiger's there, so he has shape change with his 20 defense because he starts with perplex with a 19 in impervious for his first 4 clicks he has impervious. He has to represent his the kind of like gauntlet that he has. He has Blaze Claws Fangs on his attack power. Opposing characters within range can't use shape change or stealth, which is important with the villain that we'll talk about in a minute. And on his movement power, he has charge, free, place Lionel in a square of different elevation within 4 squares in line of fire. We've been talking about this all night about taking powers and traits that other characters have and putting it on other characters. So he has Wall Crawler, which is great, I think. Allows him to just move and scale and stuff like that. And again, with the terrain that we get to choose, he can now choose what kind of terrain he wants. So you can kind of just get him and leap him around. I think that's great. Being able to leap him up 4 squares and then all of a sudden leap him down. Now he's 8 squares, he's 9 squares away, and you can just be like, okay, I'm over here. I think he's a great piece. I think he could have been a little bit better. I think that he could have had something on his damage, but they gave him the leadership and the power already. They gave him so many damage powers. I'm not mad at this Lionel at all, and I can't wait to use him. So very excited.
Michael?
Yeah, I can't hate on this Lionel one bit. This is excellent. Pretty fair representation, I think.
Yeah.
Still would like the sword and the gauntlet as objects. That
Oh my God, yes.
I mean, what would y'all have the Sword of Omens do? Like, okay, it gives you Blaze Claws Fangs, period. What else would y'all
Sight
put
beyond sight.
Oh,
okay, but what
sight beyond sight.
But what does that do? Like, what would y'all want that to do?
Improve targeting through hindering or blocking and stuff.
Prob control without having to be with line of fire.
That's strong. So a sword that gives you prob, okay.
Probably what a 15-point object.
That's looking like 20, man. That's looking like 20.
Yeah.
Prob's gonna cost you. That's like 20.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that's about 20.
I agree. But yeah, no, I think that this is an amazing representation. There's always going to be something you want more of, like the sight beyond sight, the equipment being separate from the figure, that kind of stuff. I cringe a little bit that he's faster than Chitara, but whatever. But the values overall, I think, are great. 19 impervious with perplex, 9 clicks. I think it's a beautiful figure. I think that whoever did this knocked it out of the park. Overall, absolutely. All right, so out of the 4 main characters, they are all 50 and 100 points. How are you building your Thundercats team? Are you building Lionel at 100 and the other 3 at 50?
I would probably go Lionel at 100, Panther at 100, and then the others at 50. Use Panther to carry everybody, and then run up Lionel, use his trait, and summon everybody even further up, and then just go to town.
Oh, AC.
I already said it. Tigra, Chitara, Top Dial, Panthro, Lino at 50. Panthro being able to heal, Lino having good empower, Panthro being able to carry everybody. I still get the best of both worlds. And now Tigra has 12 for 5 now. And if I gave him Longsword, it's 12 for 6. Triple bolt. So now I get to hit 3 people and they all get action tokens and somebody's taking 6 damage potentially. Or give it to Chitara. I mean, it's some nasty stuff, but yeah, that's what I would do.
I gotta say, as far as the split dials go, I think this is my favorite. Where they put the line and the values on both ends, I think it's spot on. You get 3 extra clicks for 50 points, but those are some massive clicks.
They are massive.
I love it.
They are massive. I think Lionel has the most worth it top dial of the 4. I think his is like, all right, I can see that. Being able to have a 20 defense on your own is absolutely absurd. Being able to leap around is absurd. Having leadership and empower goes on any team that you want to play with in today's game because everyone is close combat. So having a character that has traded leadership and empower, I think is just amazing. So yeah, I can't wait to use him.
All right, Michael, I don't feel like reading all this. You want to talk to us about Mumra?
Give me a second here. Sarcophagus.
Yeah.
All right, we got Mumra. Mystics team ability, Cosmic team ability, which is pretty gross. Monster, mystical, past, ruler keywords. All right, trait. We got schemes across Third Earth. At the beginning of the game, generate 6 mutant bystanders in your starting area. Place Mumra on his card and choose one of the listed effects for Mumra to use while he is on his card until he is removed from his card. Opposing characters can't use the effect of equipment. Opposing characters can't use damage powers, or opposing characters can't remove action tokens except by clearing. What else we got? Special, another trait, Mastermind. Mumra is on his card. When a mutant bystander is KO'd, after resolutions, roll a d6. If the result is greater than the number of friendly mutant bystanders on the map, place Mumra from his card into a square within 3 squares of an opposing character. And then we have a special damage power. Stop click, invincible. When this click is revealed, after resolutions, you may replace Mumra up to 3 squares away from his current square. And he is 300 whopping points.
You're getting 3
with
stop
improved
clicks.
Movement through busting through blocking terrain and improved targeting busting through blocking terrain. And yeah, 3 stop clicks. That is pretty gross. Top dial, 10 sidestep, 12 psychic blast, 19 invincible, with 4 shape change.
All right, let's look at those mutants real quick before we get too far into him. So we got mutants have flight, 4 range, 1 bolt, 8 sidestep, 10, 17 toughness, 3. So they are pretty useless by themselves.
I wish they would have made those as clicks.
Yes, The mutants were some of my favorite figures. I loved the monkey, the giant ape goot, and the god, there was a fish one I loved. They just had the coolest looking figures, and we're just getting these generic mutant pogs that suck. But you get 6 of them. So go ahead, Michael. Sorry, I just wanted to touch on the mutants.
Maybe if this sells well, they can do like an extra pack. Do like the Werble Bears, the Werble Burbles. Bust out with the physical mutants.
Yeah.
Heck, even I can't remember the humans. I forgot what they were called.
Oh, remember we had that cop, the one.
Oh yeah, the lady cop.
Human. Yeah, she was cool. I want the saber-toothed tiger guy with something with Groon the Destroyer. I want him.
Oh yeah, the other cat, right?
I want him. Yeah, he was one of my favorite figures back in the day.
He even get Jaga.
Now see, that's something I can see as a con exclusive. I can see con exclusive translucent Jaga all day. Like that sells itself. Like translucent Jaga, that sells itself. What do y'all think of Mum-Ra?
Fun.
Definitely, that'll be fun to play.
I get what they're doing with the 6 mutants, but they're not able to do it. Like it. Yeah, there's 6 of them, but it takes nothing to hit a 17 toughness, like 6 times. One pulse wave, 1 energy explosion.
So, I mean, it's not like it took much to defeat them in the show, anyways.
Yeah, well, no, the mutants were supposed to be awesome, man. They were stout.
They're lackey.
No, they were the biggest henchmen in the world.
Expendable goons. There you go.
They were the biggest expendable goons. Oh my god.
Had that trait.
Remember, in the first episode, it was even more of them before. Like Mum-Ra came, there was just a big horde of them, right? And the one lizard guy, it was a bunch more of him. You know what I'm saying? Like people from his exact race that were following him, and then Mum-Ra came along, and then like they were the biggest lackeys ever. Like they never panned out. But
so let's talk strategy. Okay, so you start the game on the card. You got 6 bystanders on the board. You're obviously going to spread them out, and you're just going to play keep away for 2 turns.
No, it doesn't. No. Unfortunately, I feel like Mum-Ra's a bad figure. I think he is made to play a quote unquote thematic game. The Thundercats, they beat the mutants up. He has to roll high. So you have to hope that you roll high. If you roll like 1s and 2s, all your mutants will be gone. Up and like literally all your mutants will be gone, and then Mum-Ra comes out with nobody to mastermind to. Mum-Ra is meant to, if you roll well and roll a 6, once you kill 1 mutant, now you get to bring Mum-Ra out, and he has 5 other characters that also can tie you up, that fly, and that he can mastermind to while you're trying to get him. And his 12-4 is respectable. While you're still trying to, and 10-3 is respectable, especially if you just got hit for 4. A 10-3 can probably do a follow-up attack. They're not meant to be, main attackers at all. But I think where Mum-Ra fails is in his first trait, the schemes across Third Earth. That trait being obsolete the moment that he actually steps back on the field is a bad move for a 300-point piece.
Do you think he would have benefited from being a sideline piece?
I mean, 1,000%. But I think the thing about it is with Beetlejuice and all these other people, like you should have been able to bring him. You should have had some kind of sideline effect. I think the issue is, as a 300-point character, he goes against a bunch of cardinal rules. He only has 1 bolt, like I talked about earlier in this episode.
No healing.
No healing. No. He doesn't have good damage output up front, and on his back dial, he doesn't have good damage output. Pulse wave is nice and it's cute, But when you have one character that can heal two characters, that pulse wave you just did doesn't mean anything when Panthero's out there, because Panthero says, okay, me and somebody else is going to heal, and then Lionel gets exploit halfway through his dial. Chitara's hitting you with what I mean, even just what is his name? Panthero has energy explosion. So like from a statistic, like from a strategic standpoint, this is a bad figure, and I do not like that they made him this way. Like I'm very like this if this was a figure just by itself, I wouldn't buy it. Like if they just made Mumra that you could just buy, I wouldn't buy this. I think this is a poorly made figure from top to bottom.
I think it's a bad representation of the character too. Like I think Michael said it earlier, having the one that's in the mummy form, the sarcophagus form, and then be able to transform into the badass Mumra and go back and forth.
It would have been nice if that would have been one of the bystanders. Like
Yes.
you take the big Mumra out and then put the skinny Mumra, and that Mumra has like some outwit that he can, and maybe he can attack from the mutant like that, bystander from a character named Mutant. Maybe he can attack through them, so you have more incentive to kind of go face him and then bring out the big Mumra. So like it makes it seem like you're actually battling through something to get to the big boss versus all you literally have to do is just KO one of these bystanders. That's not hard to KO. And then if you roll high enough, he comes out automatically. And he comes out within 3 of you. And there's multiple characters on this on the Thundercats at least that can attack from far enough away where he won't be necessarily next to any of his characters to mastermind too. Because remember, he comes out on your turn, on the opponent's turn, not on his turn. He comes out once, again, when any of the mutants are KO'd, you roll the dice. So he comes out, he's like a destroyer almost. So I just think he's the weakest part of this whole thing, if you ask me.
One thing I thought was really funny though, and I like how they did it. I want to see this in more iconics type of sculpts with the big boss villain. Is that stop click when you hit it, he just disappears 3 squares away, and that's very thematic with most of the big bads from that 80s era. Of they just once you hit them, they run away.
Turn tail.
They run away to fight another day, and I thought that was so funny.
Word. Yeah. I mean, that's the best part of his dial. Realistically, is the invincible, and then all of a sudden, but the game doesn't. We talk about this all the time, Wes. When I'm on here, is like the game doesn't love characters like Mumra.
Yeah.
For 10 points, I can take away his stop clicks. For 15 points, I can take away his outwit protection. You know what I'm saying?
This is something you do with a friend, which is what I did with the Superman Doomsday. I had a friend come over. He played Doomsday. I played the Superman's. No, it's the other way around. I played Doomsday. He played Superman's. And we just had a fun game. It wasn't competitive.
For homebrew storyline games.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1000%. Which is fine. That goes back to what we talked about earlier. This isn't meant for players. This is meant for collectors. You look at the box. The box looks amazing. The interior of the box looks. That's for a Thundercats collector is going to buy this and never play it, never open it. Right? He's going to sit it right on the shelf, or he's going to take the pieces out and collect, and they're going to collect dust somewhere, which is perfectly okay. But from a player standpoint, Wizkids is never going to make anything that's going to outdo Marvel or DC as a whole. They're just not.
I get frustrated with I don't want to say it's too negatively, but as a community, we kind of get locked into the competitive mindset, and we always look at every character. Oh, is this going to be meta? Is this going to win states or whatever? And we kind of gloss over the Mumras that are just cool looking, fun figures that line up with the source material. This is bad for
300 though, Wes. This is a bad 300-point figure.
Yeah.
Like for 300 points, think about it. Iconics Magneto is not made to win states by himself in a 300-point game. He'll do well. He's not meant to win by himself. He's just not.
Right. I'm just saying
he's better than Mumra though.
No, I agree. Mumra is just he's just way overcosted for what he does. But in general, I think there's a lot of figures that should be played more, but because we're always talking about the latest event and we're always looking at the meta players and listening to what the podcasts say to play, and these other figures get like, you're probably not going to run the Thundercats major event. I mean, maybe, but
Oh, that was a hard adjustment that I had to do for states, because I don't know, you know, the last time we talked, I'm not a meta guy whatsoever. I love playing what I play, and it was such a didn't think it would be as hard as it was to adjust my focus to competitive play.
What with you saying that, Mike? What made that hard for you?
It just it didn't seem fun, I guess.
mm-hmm.
I do a lot of random teams. Like it's like I think the last kind of casual game I really played. Like I had was playing a bunch of my WWE figures. I had the Destroyer armor on on Triple H. Stone Cold Steve Austin was running with the Hell Cycle, and just having fun. I had Captain America on the team with another third party figure. It was fun, but having to adjust, really think about what I want to play for states. I'm like, oh man, this would be fun to play. But this would be fun to play. But I'm like,
It's gonna get beat.
hold on.
It's gonna
Yeah.
get beat.
Talking with Scott a lot, he was like, oh yeah, that's cool, but
Yeah. Yep. My friend and I just recently had this conversation this week. Shout out to my homeboy Paul and shout out to my homeboy Wesley. The I had individual conversations with them about what it means to go and play at these events, because I like playing stuff that I like. I like playing Spider-Mans. It just so happens that that two of the best Spider-Mans are also very, very powerful in the game. I can't, like in Silver, Prime Spidey, they let him out the box. I'm going to play him. And in any way, I like Gauntlet Spidey because I like what he does. You know what I'm saying? And it's Spider-Man with the Infinity Gauntlet. Like, what's not to love about that, right? But I also recognize that a lot of the pieces, like the new Dracula that came out in Strange Tales, I love that piece. That is not a states winning piece on his own based on how the game is right now or just in general, right? There's nothing to make him absolutely just broken on his own. There's stuff to make him powerful, but not broken. And since that's not the case, if you can't do immense amounts of damage by turn 2, if you go first, then in most cases you're going to lose. And that's just how the game is. So I agree with you.
Yeah.
Like, you have to shift how your mind, like, now you can't play stuff that's like, oh, that's good. It's called, like, this stuff has to if it's not broken on its own, it has to fit inside of a combo that makes it broken. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And
I learned that quick with my first game. Oh
Yeah.
gosh.
Well, do you guys
So-
think that Mumro could see some life in Silver Age with the extra 100 points?
I think he's too expensive.
No, he just doesn't do. Once he comes out, so you only have 100 points of stuff
Mhm.
left. So what 100 points are you going to put out that you're not going to get eviscerated by the time? Because based on what we're talking about, I can ignore the mutants. You just said yourself, well, they don't have good value, so who cares?
I'm just
not
asking.
scared.
I don't know.
I'm not scared. I'm not scared of that. Like, okay, I got high defense, so I'm not scared of the mutants. So why even attack them? I'm just gonna attack your 100 points. And now I can almost wait you out. Now I can wait you out because Mumra can't get off the field until a mutant is KO'd by. I think it's until a mutant is KO'd by when you KO.
It's just after you kill one.
Oh, so you can fudge it, but again, now you have to roll high. So when you kill one, you either have to make it so that you got to do a whole bunch to just get him out. It's not enough bang for your buck for 300 points.
I
Like,
agree.
if someone shows up with Mumra, that means you're just a fan and you just want to play it. That's it. It doesn't mean you showed up. You didn't show up to win. You showed up just to play, and that's perfectly fine. But there is a difference. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think if I see Mumra, then I know that somebody's just want to play for fun. That's what I'm, especially at like a States, oh my gosh, or a Worlds or whatever. You just came for fun. And that's again, shout out to you, commend to you. But Mumra, I can't see anything that makes him busted unless something comes out in the Venom set that gives Monster something for free. He doesn't get any equipment for free. Can't use one shots. Can't use anything on the sideline. You can't use Aries on him. You can't use anything that makes him actually like really, really, really good for what he brings. He takes up all this space and gives you nothing in return.
Are we still getting a live action Thundercats movie?
Somewhere down the line they were talking about it. We'll see. I mean,
I haven't
after the
heard anything.
He-Man,
He-Man looks really good.
I mean, all He-Man has to do is be well.
I think it looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
It looks
for
okay. It looks better than the 80s version.
I mean, that's not
No,
hard.
man.
The 80s version was, I thought the 80s version looked cool for what they were trying to do.
Yeah.
They're trying to do an updated version of the 80s, if you ask me, which is why I'm skeptical about it, because I don't want to see He-Man on Earth.
Yes.
I want to see He-Man in Eternia.
Yes.
Like him drinking smoothies at the mall or whatever. Like, I don't care about that. Like, I don't care.
That better be
about
like
normal-
5 minutes of the movie. Like, here's Prince Adam. Okay, now he's in Eternia.
First,
I give it about maybe a quarter of the movie.
I was gonna say first 20-25 minutes. I'll give it that. If you're in there for longer than, if he's on Earth longer than a half hour, I'm pissed. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I don't care.
How do you
Like,
feel
I don't
about
care.
Jared Leto?
It's Jared Leto.
He's the voice. You're not gonna see his face. And if you do see his face, you're gonna see his face for a split second
Yeah.
when they show what he's regular, then he turns to Skeletor. So I don't keep up. I'm not a celebrity praiser that much that I keep up with these people's lives that I know that they've done.
No, but
these-
I feel like the last
He's got a bad track record so
yeah,
far.
the last 3 franchises that he's been a part of have bombed. So
Yeah, but he can't. People said the same thing about Halle Berry. Halle Berry can't help that they wrote her a shitty script for X-Men 1. Halle Berry's a great actress. She is.
but you don't
she's
have
a
to
great
take the
actress.
job. Actors look at the script and they go, I don't
Yeah,
want to be a
but
part of this.
Because no. It's because they want money.
Yeah.
They want money. And
So you're going to tell
again,
me if somebody offers you like $2 billion to act on a shitty script, you're going to say no?
of course he's not. Of course he's not. This again, what people do, and again, just to bring up Halle Berry again, I'm getting to play the first black superhero female on screen that someone has ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
Who's turning that down? Like, who's turning that down? Before then, Halle Berry was never in a movie that would make you think, oh, well, Halle Berry can't act. Until you see her in this thing, and now they're like, oh, well, Halle Berry do this, Halle Berry do that. Okay, the script of the X-Men 1 had Toad like doing like a little jig and stuff like that. What are we talking about? It had Sabretooth had no lines. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a
Oh, he
bad
really
that was a
didn't.
bad script. We love the movie, but that was a bad script.
Yeah.
It
One
was
of,
a
my
bad script.
one of my favorite quotes from Morgan Freeman is when he was touring, promoting Bruce Almighty, and where he plays God. And the person talking to him said, okay, you've played in some of the most iconic, in-depth, soul-wrenching movies like Shawshank Redemptions and these intense movies, and you've done some slapstick Bruce Almighties and everything in between. What is your favorite genre to act in? The one that pays me.
Morgan Freeman was in Electric Company first, and then the first movie he was in, he played a pimp that smacked a woman on like with the lightning while he was talking to Christopher Reeve. Like, so it's like, as an actor, you're gonna take what's there. So I don't like Jared Leto. If I'm Jared Leto, why wouldn't I want to be in a comic book movie that at the time was all the rage? When Morbius came out, comic book movies were still all the rage. And vampires
Sony
are
wasn't
cool.
though.
Vampires were cool. It's just, it's not his fault that he signed on to a movie that had a bad script that should have, for a character that people didn't care about enough to give a movie to. If you would have gave Jared Leto, if Morbius would have been an actual series instead of a movie, now you have a better everything. It's better.
I will say,
Better if
I
it's-
liked his Joker. I enjoyed his
been a Joker
Joker.
by
I didn't think he
point.
got a fair shake on that one.
His Joker was New 52 Joker. Like I don't, but this goes back to like nostalgia, like nerds with nostalgia. Well, we want something new. Give us something new. But when you give them something new, you know what they say? Well, not like that. I didn't mean like that though. So we wanted a new Joker.
Right.
But we're so caught up on the fact of, oh my gosh, this person Heath Ledger plays such a great Joker. Nobody can play a Joker.
That's why I
other
liked
than
it, because
Heath Ledger.
it broke from the trope, the stereotype of Joker. It was a whole
Joker
new
was-
it was a whole new character that broke every mold that we've seen, and I enjoyed it.
I thought it was good. If you read New 52 Joker, then he was New 52 Joker. New 52 Joker literally was Jared Leto. It was the
Yeah.
same guy. So when I see that, I recognize immediately where it was from. And it makes sense someone who is an underworld crime boss to be crazy with tattoos all over your face.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That actually makes sense to me.
Man,
Yes.
To
look at
me,
people these days.
that's what I'm saying. Like this, it makes on Star Search right now. There's a dude, the Jelly Roll guy, has all these tattoos on his face. He's on Star Search. Like, so a man who is criminally insane. Why wouldn't it? I thought it was super funny for when he had the smile tattooed on his
That was
mouth.
awesome.
Like, who wants to sit in a chair for 4 hours to get prosthetics put on your face so you can be constantly smiling? The Joker wasn't meant to be portrayed that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, and even in the original Batman, the series with Adam West, like, it's not like the Joker was just smiling, grinning the whole exact time. Like,
He had
you know
that
what I'm
beautiful
saying?
painted mustache.
Yeah. So it's like people gotta ease up, man. Like, you gotta,
Yeah.
and we love our stuff. We're
Hey.
all sitting here because we love our stuff. We love it.
I take this that stuff as they come. And I try to enjoy it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean,
I'm living my best nerd dream right now with everything that we're getting.
oh my gosh.
so when it
Again,
comes,
when we were all young, can you imagine? How old are you, Mike? How old are you?
35.
So, and Wes, how old are you?
too old to answer that. 40, 45, 46.
I'm 40. I'm 45 too. If you would have told 8-year-old me that we would have had a He-Man movie, not one but two He-Man movies, hold on, and that me as a 45-year adult has this on his hoodie and all of this in the background, if you would have told me that this is what I would have as a 45-year-old man, I wouldn't have believed you.
If
I
you
wouldn't have
told
believed you.
if you told my wife that she's going to marry a 45-year-old man that plays with toys, she wouldn't have believed you.
Hey man, listen. Do you understand? So many women married the 40-year-old virgin
Yep.
in real life. So many women married that guy.
Yep.
That they went to his house. He had this is how my wall looked forever. My walls look like this forever. Literally
Yeah.
forever. So like this is me. You might meet me at the club dancing and looking like Usher and Chris Brown, but when you get back to the house, here it is. It's this. This is me.
Yeah, that's what I tell you. You see me, this is how I am. You know, dirty shirts and all.
This I go outside with this on. This is I go outside with this. This me all day every day.
So let me ask you guys this: when it comes to Heroclix, what percentage is it for you that you enjoy the most of Heroclix? There's the characters, the collection, the gameplay. Yeah.
Huh.
Because for me, I think it's the perfect amalgamation of everything. I am a collector. I enjoy collecting things. I haven't collected a lot just because I didn't have money until recent years, but I love the collection of it. I love the blind pulls. The blind pulls is one of my favorite things. I buy iconics because I am an addict and I have a problem, but I prefer the blind pulled bricks to knowing what I'm getting. But I love that aspect. I love the paint jobs on the figures, which I wanted to ask you about, Antonio, later. But the figures are amazing. Like, they're perfect little sculpts.
A lot better than what we're used to getting.
Yeah, they're not with the eyeballs are like. But I love how the mechanics of the game and how the gameplay works and the community. I haven't in my lifetime of 45 years on this planet. I've not seen anything else that matched everything in that perfect circle of nerd fun.
Excuse me.
I mean, you
Yeah.
got it right there.
Yeah, no, I have to. Yeah, you hit it right on the money there.
You got it right there, man.
Like
That's it.
I'm constantly rearranging my room because I can't decide which sculpts I want to have displayed. Even though I'm the only one that ever sits in here.
I'm literally changing up this display. Again, when Thundercats comes out, I'm changing this display. I'm changing. I mean, I literally have Holly Berry on display. It's funny. I have Holly Berry right here. As a matter of fact, I have the Holly Berry Catwoman right here.
Nice.
Oh snap! That's forever ago.
So I have her, and off of the new after the Notorious, I had an extra Eartha Kitt Catwoman. So I took Eartha Kitt off with the like meow like speech bubble and put her on the Notorious
Nice.
dial. Yeah. So like again, I'm changing up my display, what I have on display, but yeah, man. Listen, I mean, again, we love all this. We love all this stuff, and HeroClix is the perfect amalgamation. You hit the nail on the head. You really did. You hit the nail on the head. I started playing this game because I was in a comic shop,
Right.
and my friends were like, Tony, you love comics so much. Why don't you just try this game? And the same way that I was taught HeroClix is the same way I teach HeroClix. He gave me three. He said, pick out 3 figures that you like. I'll never forget. I had Spidey, I had Cable, and I think I had like Domino and on my team, and then we just played a game, no powers. We just taught me how to move around the map and shoot and get close and everything like that. We rolled dice. I love the chance, Val. Like for me, that's why I build the way that I love. I love the chance of it. I love being like my luck is better than your luck. So I am gonna build tons of evasion, like building those teams that just come across and just I hit for 7 damage. Like that's not fun to me. You know what I'm saying? Like that takes away the strategy. You playing stuff that takes away, your ability to fight back and all that type of stuff. That's not fun to me. But like that's not what I got into the game for. So when you talk about like, you like the blind stuff, that's why I'm a world champion when it comes to team sealed and BRs, because I love sealed play and I love the strategy that comes along with building something on the fly and then being like, my team building skills are better than yours, and it without having all of the strengths, I can still outplay you and outroll you. Like I love
Right.
that. That's what I love about the game. So that's why I continue to play this game, not because like, oh my gosh, I need to win the world championship every year, because I don't like building teams that win the world championship. I don't like building teams like that and playing
Yeah.
teams like that.
Yeah,
I
I
love
love
this.
building my wildest dreams.
Again, I got right here. I got Ken, Ryu, and Akuma right here. Why? Because guess what? It's Street Fighter. Like and these came out eons ago in the
I
game.
love.
And these are still on display because I love, like, again, I love the game, and I play the game because I love it, not because of. So when you had mentioned a minute ago, Wes, like, oh, the mindset, and we listen to these podcasts. Anyone that's listening to me right now, stop listening to these other podcasts for 100% of your view on the game. It's cool to listen to people's opinions. It's cool to get tips and tricks and stuff like that, but like, please find your own stake in the game and what makes you happy about playing the game and about collecting the game and about enjoying the game. Find your own stake in whatever that is. Who cares what someone else thinks? You shouldn't, as a matter of fact, because guess what? Nobody wins every year. So whatever podcaster that you're listening to, they're not a back to 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 back champion. They aren't Tom Brady of the game. They're not. They're not. And the guess what? Who I feel like is the Tom Brady of the game isn't on a podcast. He's not on a podcast. So like, find your own stake. Like Fleetwood Mac says, go your own way. You can go your own way. the last champion, the last champion Joseph, he won all these different games by yes playing the figures and stuff like that that everyone's playing, Ghost Rider, all that type of stuff, but he wasn't using the same builds. So find your own way. In this new con season that we're about to have, and the not only the rocks that have passed, but like the stuff that's coming up, now is a great time to start figuring out how you want to actually like win. Yes, you can win without Rogue. Yes, you can win without all these power pieces. You can win without those pieces. Figure out a way to do it. Like that's the fun of the game.
All right. There was a couple of things I wanted to talk about, but we're looking at 2 hours now, so I'm going to wrap it up. Apparently, Scott was not able to join us. He was going to call in from King New Orleans, but I guess he wasn't able to. But I hope he had fun down there. My last question for you guys is, after you've gone to an event, how long does it take you to put all your clicks and cards back where they go?
Okay, here we go. So, Mike, you answer this real fast.
Well, to be honest with you, I carry everything with me. Everything that I got that I've gotten at the start of last year, I carry it with me every time I go out.
So,
but I still have, because I just moved about maybe a month or two ago, like 7 totes of Clix. I even got a binder full of all my character cards back there.
So I played in my ROC in Jersey. I played in that, I think like in maybe like this either early January or December. My team is still right here. So I haven't put any of it back. That's my team right there. Again, shout out to one more time. Shout out to JJ Hoffner for giving me this cool tank that everyone was asking me about the whole time, all day.
Oh, yeah, I love that thing. Appreciate that too, by the way.
Like shout out to JJ for that. And man, like, so when you ask that question, like how long does it take for you to put back figures? A long fucking time. Like,
I went to Indiana States before Christmas, and I just put my stuff away last week.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I think I barely sorted everything back in last weekend when I met up with my group. I kept it in my trunk of my car.
Yeah, man.
I am bad about that.
I'm horrible. It's a concerted effort. If I come back home and like I put everything away, that means I had a bad time at the event. That means I missed all my rolls. No, I hit no evasion rolls. Everyone rolled on me. That means I lost every match. If I just come right in, I'll just put everything away. That means I'm mad. If I had a good time, I like to sit and look at my figures and be like, man, this was a good team. Or I'll like, oh, let me build with this. I don't know about anybody else, but like sometimes since I'm an artist, I just like to see the figures. Like I want to see the figure. This is a beautiful sculpt.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful sculpt. I want that piece so bad.
But I'm just saying, like that's why I modded my Prime Spidey, because like this is a beautiful sculpt on its own, but the webs make it exactly right off of the cover.
That's so beautiful. Like, great job on that.
Thank you. But that's what. So like another thing is, it's hard for me to put back my figures because I'll find myself looking at them. And what I'm about to start doing starting next month is I'm gonna do a whole new segment on my social medias where I start trying to introduce people into the game through my art, where I'll take a piece like a Venom Magneto and be like, oh, this is from a game that I played called Heroclix, and let me show you. I'm gonna draw this sculpt. You know what I'm saying? So I get to bring people in. Yeah, I mean, because that's what I want to forward this game. Like I want to push this game forward. This is my favorite game on the planet, and the fact that not enough people are playing it, and when I tell people about it and they love comic books down the way that they do, and then they don't know about this game that we love, they're like, what?
It is so surprising to me to learn that. I spoke with a couple of people that are like, I'm surprised I never heard of this game. It's been around for so long. Like,
because it's I feel like, you know, it's like eyes wide shut. We in some secret society with masks on and stuff like that. Like, you play Heroclix? Oh, okay. We'll come over to the back room and we'll play together. Like, that's how it is.
Yeah.
And that is, unfortunately, at this point in time, that is WizKids' fault. WizKids has to do a better job at advertising in the store.
it
Having
definitely
advertisement for the product, not just having
These
product, but
set posters again, like that we used to
but
have.
they did, but you know what? It's not. You know why that's not good enough, Mike? Because they try to do that, but they put that on the game shop to print it out on their own instead of just sending it. It
Yeah,
should get sent with the release day event.
but
With
yeah,
just
well,
send
heck,
it with the release kit.
like the old cloth ones they used to send, like those the Infinity ones.
You know,
But we don't even have those types of things anymore.
you
Like
know,
like
I'd
they
love to
don't they
see
don't promote those summer events like they used to.
with each set they should have the set list or whatever, and then have a little section at the bottom of the poster with blank dates that you can fill in with a dry erase marker, and so you can
Well,
put
that's
in
what they used to have,
on
wasn't it?
on January 12th we're going to have this event, and on January 17th we're going to do this.
Yeah, I mean, they put it on again. They put it on they
Put
put
it
it
in
on
our hands.
the people that they put it on the store owners, and store owners deal with so much. They're not going to take out their time for a game that maybe gets what 6 to 8 guys on
Right.
in a regular time, maybe 14 guys on a sealed release event. You know, most, if like you said, you got 20 guys, that's amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, like the amount of hustle I had to put in to really grow that. Like I was seriously pushing every single day.
I
I was
believe
even pushing it at work
Congrats to you,
uh,
man.
because I would.
Anybody
I would
anybody
leave,
listening that
pieces
is
of me at
trying to
work.
grow
Oh,
your
hey,
local
look.
game, call Michael Straight, and he will tell you how to build your community. He's awesome.
That's commendable, man.
I'm helping a guy right now in Lubbock, trying to build up his community.
That's it.
'Cause
I
they had
mean, but that's what it is. The hardest part is that it's not only building it, it's building it and then maintaining
Sustaining
it,
it, yeah.
sustaining. So I was just about to say that word, sustaining it, because people come and go, and the way that how pricey this game is, it's hard. So what if you love Hercules? You might not want to spend $50 on two figures. As nice as they might look, because guess what? The Hydra looks nice. Hercules does not. Hercules doesn't look that great.
pretty plain.
Yeah.
He definitely doesn't look as good as his 3D sculpt looks, you know?
Yeah,
And but that's bad when we start talking about, and these are the things about WizKids, that if they just shored up these small little things, this would be the best, one of the best games on the planet. If they just shored up those small little cracks, right? But no, they continue to leak, which keeps us from actually like the game from going to the stratosphere that it actually belongs in. We have two of the biggest IPs in the world with other IPs that we've had. We've had, again, Street Fighter is one of the highest grossing video games of all time. We had Gears of War, another high grossing, Halo. Those three, Assassin's Creed, those four should have made it so everyone knew this game. Those four.
yeah.
I think it says a lot that for putting in minimal to zero effort on WizKids' side of things, that the Heroclix has some of the most loyal fans, like
Oh yeah.
across the world. Like I
Well-
just sent Mork an Australia box last week, but our players are some of the most loyal, dedicated, just doling out money and time and energy and making podcasts and events, and we are keeping the community alive on life support, but with zero help from WizKids. If they put in even a little effort, can you imagine how large this community would get?
I mean, again, the game is alive in spite of WizKids, not because of
Yes.
WizKids. And
It's,
I mean,
it's
that's
alive
a-
because of people like Michael Straight.
I mean, that's again, it's so commendable. Getting 20 guys to come regularly and then helping other people in the area, that's so commendable of you, Michael. Like, it's just, it boggles my mind. Maryland, I come from Maryland where we used to have that, like that. and then it started dwindling, and then eventually COVID killed out most of it. But at one point in time, you could go to 3 or 4 different venues, all within maybe a half hour, 45 minutes of each other, and have 20 guys there easily, and have people coming from all the tri-state area coming down to Maryland to play, like a room full of guys. So I mean, I'm still going to play this game until I can't roll dice anymore. Of all the
Hey,
short, well, you know, and I tell the WizKids employees everything I'm saying. I tell them this to their face, because like I try to give them constructive criticism, which is like, man, if y'all just do this, this, and this, y'all would be soaring. So I know the people that are behind the scenes love the game, but I also know that they don't have all the keys to the driver's seat. So I just hope that whoever is in the driver's seat eventually gets to that point where they can do everything that is needed to shore up this game, so that we can have it for another 20 years and it go to higher heights. You know what I'm saying?
You know what, man?
That's why.
Even when
That's where it
even when
belongs.
you can't roll dice anymore, Michael Caine introduced us to pop dice. So you just have to hit the pop.
Well, I mean, you know, well now with the dials on the cards, you can just move the character around and just have like a thing where you're like, I'm on click 4 now, and just move the character around. Like we actually don't need the actual figures on top anymore. We don't need the figures. We can just play with the cards. But you know, we'll see. We'll see.
Well, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here, but I really appreciate both of you being here, taking time. I sorry that Scott couldn't be here, but I know he had a long day at King New Orleans, and he has a long drive home. Hopefully, it's a safe drive home,
Yeah,
because
safe travels to Scott.
Yeah, it's
So-
definitely
and
safe
everybody
travel,
down there too. Everybody down there. I definitely see a whole bunch of faces down in King of New Orleans, man. Safe travels to y'all.
I got lucky in this snowstorm, and we're in the 5 to 8 inch range. I think we got closer to 5 to 6 inches of snow. But just like not even an hour south of me, it was over a foot.
Like I
Like,
say, we got feet up here in Jersey. We got feet. we
Yeah.
got over
Yeah.
a foot.
so it's
No
it's
snow
nuts out
here,
there.
just extremely cold. I think we even had some power outages happening yesterday.
Yeah,
around
that's the
town.
worst. That's the
So
worst.
anybody that's out there traveling, especially if you went to events or whatever, please be careful.
Yeah.
It should be clearing up. The road crews out there working, but just allow extra time. Be safe. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for putting up with my ramblings at the top of the show. I had some things I had to get off my chest, and I felt obligated to do. For all of our listeners, please understand that above all things, I am human, and I do have thoughts and feelings on things, and real world is still going on, even if we try to distract ourselves with Heroclix. Heroclix is my escape, but sometimes you just can't escape reality. But Michael Straight, you are by far our most popular guest. Thank you for coming back on and as a host and giving us your time and your insight into the game.
It's always a pleasure talking with you guys.
Antonio,
Especially Antonio. I've been wanting to get to talk to him quite a bit.
yeah.
I love watching y'all every week.
Well, thank you for your support. Antonio, as always, man, you are a blessing to the game and to the world. Thank you for everything you
I
do.
appreciate that, man.
I,
I appreciate that.
My daughter just was talking about a new boy that she's interested in, and she comes out and she goes, he's a real artist. He's really good. He's almost as good as Antonio.
Tell her I said,
Yeah, you
look,
got some.
I
You
already
got some great
talked to.
talent, dude.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate you, man. I had actually talked to April, Wes's wife earlier. She was just saying that like your daughter and your son like the artwork. So I'm moved and humbled and thankful for any. And again, thank you, Mike. Thank you to everybody in the Heroclix community that supports my artwork. I got some very cool Heroclix related art coming out that I think people will enjoy very, very soon. So I can't wait for everybody to see that. It has been a labor of love. So yeah. So we'll see. But thank you so very much. This is always a pleasure. You know, I enjoy just getting on here and talking Clix, man.
And once again, I way overshot the timing that I thought we were going to spend on this. So I appreciate you guys rolling with me.
We gotta set a timer, bro. We gotta set a timer from here on.
Hey, it's hard to keep track when you're having a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, we just talking.
Man Kinks is one of my biggest critics about how long the episodes are until he was on the episode and he goes, "Oh wow, I get it now. It's fun."
I mean, you know, when you get to talking and just being like you just said, you're human. And guess what? Humans go on tangents and we start talking about this and then go from here and stuff like that. So I always enjoy it, man. Again, Michael, it's a pleasure to be able to get to talk to you in this.
Yeah, same here, dude.
Like it really is, man. That's the coolest part of the community is the community and meeting all the people in the community. So this was a treat for me.
Definitely.
It was.
Like I said, I can't express that so much. It's just so cool.
Yeah,
for sure.
Well, thanks a lot, guys, for being here. We are all players on the board, so make sure we are all playing together. And as always, keep on Clixing. Yeah, have a good night, guys.
Good night.
Thunder! 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 Thundercats! Ready. Oh!
Guitar ready. Oh! Wizkids!
And cat. Oh! Snarf! Yeah! Ready. Oh!
Round table rolling dice on the night. Talking Clix crew got the future in sight. Wespool, Antonio, Michael Strayed, Thundercats time, yeah, you know.
Missing links out, Jay couldn't make the call, but the mic stay hot, still standing tall. Wespool at the helm with opinion sharp. Antonio breaking dials down part by part. Michael Straight staying steady, never bends the line. Built a scene from nothing, now it's 20 plus prime. Started with one friend, now the tables are packed. That growth didn't curve, it stayed perfectly straight.
From fun to meta, to mindsets collide. Play what you love or chase the winning side. The price tag's heavy, yeah, we all agree. But the love of the game still rolls free. 1, 2, 3, celebrate the heroes of Heroclix. Raise your teams, let the battle mix. From ancient myths to Saturday morn, Thundercats roar and legends are born. Celebrate the heroes of Heroclix. Dice hit the map and the future clicks. Hear that cry, let the table know. Thundercats.
Hercules flexing way under his cost. Roguelite vibe, no attack, roll loss. Unavoidable pain points rain when you fall. Avenger on the dial, he answers the call. Hydra won't rush, just refuses to fade. Cut one head off, 2 more get paid. Doesn't hit hard, but it just won't die. Blink and it's healed, yeah, the math makes you sigh.
Stranger things creep through the Hawkins gate. Jim Hopper charges, carrying mates. Full speed carry, monsters beware. Defense kicks up like it knows you're there. Dimmodoc swarm when you run them in packs. Cheap little nightmares snapping at backs. Keywords tired of clean, finally sing. Build your squads like a Saturday ring. Straight talk only, no crooked plans. Michael keeps it level, understands. No shortcuts taken, no corners cut. That community grew because he stayed straight up. Celebrate the heroes of Heroclix. Every dial tells a story that sticks. From dungeon myths to neon skies, the table lights up when the battle cries. Celebrate the heroes of Heroclix. Fun or meta, roll your fix. From cats to gods to monsters below. Thundercats. Panthro solid utility king, a little light but he does his thing. Tiger slips where the shadows play, hard to hit, makes friends that way. Bowler whip snapping from way downtown, add you a token when it comes around. Finesse not brute, takes skill to steer. Point and click players need not appear. Cheater up flashes, not far but fast. Blink, she's gone, a speedster blast. Willicat, 5 points each. Tie you up just out of reach. Not much damage, but history true. Saturday mornings, remember them too.
Wespool demanded it. Riot alert. No snarf, no peace. Feelings get hurt, tiny support, no sculpt to see, but value packed tight for the points you pay free. Lionel stands in a heroic stance, sword held high like fate in his hands, calls all eyes to where he stands. Leader, energy, battlefield plans, leaps elevations like rules don't apply, makes everyone better just standing nearby. All cast together, the theme sings loud, infinite builds from a single proud crowd. Mix and match, let the strategies flow, designed to unite, not steal the show. Mumra waits till the minions fall, but those weak hands barely stall. 300 points, not enough bite. High stat sword, just not quite right. Best move he's got is running away. Out action fast, sad to say. Collector's dream looks fierce and grand, but on the map he slips through your hand. Oh, celebrate, celebrate the heroes of heroes.